Can you say hi? Say hello.
You have.
Oh, you want some popcorn? Let's get some popcorn. Look, instead of trying to make some cryptic video where I tell you how much money I make and then try to influence you to come over and see how much money I make, instead of doing that and wasting your time, what I'd rather do is explain the business model. So right here, while I've got your attention, I know you're scrolling, you've got some stuff to do, but let me explain the business model that's allowed me to do some really, really cool things in my business, and at this point, automate anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000 a month into our agency. So it's actually really simple and much more simple than I think most of you guys think starting a business has to be. You don't have to have crazy websites, and in fact, our agency still doesn't have a website, even though I do want to have one at some point. We don't even really need websites. Don't have to have experience because everybody starts with no experience, right? There's a really logical and very simple way to get started, even if you don't have experience or testimonials or clients. But the number one thing that you need to focus on, especially to make this something that you do long term, is you need to focus on operating in automated systems. So what I mean by that, and I don't want to complicate it, is simply you don't want to have to be a slave to your own business. You want to be able to leverage automation. And the cool thing is right now, with the tech space the way that it is, there's a lot of marketing that can be done in an automated capacity, but most business owners, and I would say about 90 to 95% of them, have no idea that this is the case, especially offline businesses. They don't spend a lot of time looking at the newest, latest trends. They're just trying to, get by with what they know how to do. And you look at professional service industries, and we're talking plastic surgeons, lawyers, or I guess doctors. A majority of them, when they're in school, I would say all of them, they don't get any training on how to do marketing for their own business. So when they open their practice, which is the ultimate goal for most of these people, whether you're an accountant or a lawyer or a doctor, eventually you probably want to have your own practice, but nowhere are you taught how to get people into your practice. And that's why I really love the idea of running an agency or a consulting business or some sort of a business where you help these existing business owners get more people into their business. The good news for us is we don't have to create the law firm, right? We don't have to create the doctor's office and go through all of the things that are required there. We don't have to have an office. We don't have to fill it with desks and do all this stuff and go into a bunch of debt. All we really have to do is educate ourselves on the ability to help these doctors or help these lawyers get new customers. And I've honed in on a very easy way that allows me to not have to be sitting at my computer all the time. We leverage some pretty basic Facebook ads, in fact, only two different kinds of Facebook ads, really. And we leverage messenger-based automations. And the reason we do that is because if you think about the sales process, if you can have a conversation with a prospect, the likelihood that they become a customer is just significantly higher. So if you think about it, a doctor wants to get more people into their practice. Do you think it's going to get them more customers if we send those potential customers to a landing page where it's like, hey, I hope this matches what you're looking for? Or do you think that we'd be able to get them more customers if we ran them into a conversation that's fully automated? We can still collect their information, still create a lead for the doctor, but at the end of the day, the doctor can then follow up with them directly in Messenger. So the good news for us is using messenger automations makes it so that, again, a lot of things look like they're happening manually, but they're actually all pre-built and they just run around the clock. So once you set a client up, then you can move on to the next one, and you check in on the previous clients every now and then, and you tweak things and change things. Obviously, it's not completely set and forget like all these guys want to tell you, but you can manage personally. Like one person can manage anywhere between 10 to 30 clients when you do it this way, and these clients are willing to pay $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And the struggle that most people have when it comes to starting their agency is, number one, identifying the skill that they're going to help a business with. So what am I going to do for this doctor? How am I going to get him clients? What am I going to do for this lawyer? What am I going to do for the jiu-jitsu studio? And that's something that I want to be able to show you guys. And you'll see a link around here below where you can go and actually get a full training and an outline of exactly what we do for our customers. But then the next problem that we run into most of the time, and this is probably the most frequent problem, is, Travis, how do I get clients? I have no idea like how to find them, how to get them. And so what we do is we actually teach you some pretty interesting strategies in something that I call a Chatmatic accelerator. And that accelerator is also going to be at that link that you guys see below. And you want some more popcorn? Let's get some popcorn. So we're actually out here in LA to watch my wife shoot a TV show, and so I'm babysitting my daughter today. So she's got the iPad and some popcorn while we do this. But the next most common problem that I'm seeing almost everybody have in this space is that they can't figure out actually how to get clients. What do you say? And especially going from knowing really nothing about Messenger or Messenger automations or Facebook ads. How can somebody go from basically knowing nothing about this, to charging a client $5,000? And the truth is, and I'll try to pop some images up here, we've had hundreds of people do this, because the number one thing that you're going to need right away is the mindset that it is worth $2,000 to $5,000. Because if you don't believe it's worth that, there's no way you can charge $2,000 to $5,000. And the suggestion that I would make for all of you guys is, don't sell services with your own wallet. Meaning, when you're going to talk to a lawyer and you say, well, it's $5,000, that might sound expensive to you, but you're not a lawyer, and your client isn't worth 20 grand. Some lawyers' clients are 20,000, 40,000. Some plastic surgeons charge 20,000, 40,000 for operations. So getting them just one customer could make way more than what you would charge them every single month. And on top of that, we've kind of outlined a unique system that allows us to pretty much guarantee that they get results. And again, most of this is going to happen in an automated capacity. So all you really have to do is focus on getting new clients, because executing for those clients is incredibly easy. And this is why I don't necessarily focus on running Facebook ads, because normal Facebook ads are going to be more difficult for, say, a lawyer. How do you target somebody on Facebook who's looking for, a divorce lawyer? How do you know that they're in the market for a divorce lawyer? You would have to just market to everybody in a certain town, and that's not really a productive way to go about advertising. We've outlined exactly how to do this through Messenger conversations, how to leverage some stuff that they've already got going on, and help them create 2 to 5 times more clients than they're already getting. The interesting thing is, most of these professional service people, again, lawyers, CPAs, again, accountants, doctors, you look at pretty much anybody who owns any kind of business, all the way down to like professional, Uber drivers. There's something that we can do for pretty much all of these people using Messenger, using automations, and it's a very new revolution. So we can actually charge significant fees for this, because it does look obviously way more complicated than it ends up being. And what I want to do is I want to actually show you guys a breakdown of all of this. So there's going to be a link below this video where you can check out a full training. It's an outline on exactly what we do for our clients to charge anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 a month, how this process on repeat, if you land one client every single month, as you can imagine, that'll add up pretty quickly. And at the end of the year, you'd have a $60,000 a month business. So I'm telling you, this is absolutely a new wave. It's something that not many people have been really able to hone in on just yet. And it's something that I've been building for about 3 years. And we've got clients ranging from e-commerce store owners, and they're incredibly profitable. And it was actually an interesting story where I've personally tried to start my own e-commerce store 4 different times, and I failed each time. I tried to start an organic clothing store. That didn't work. I tried to start a cell phone accessory store. That didn't work. And I failed 4 times, and yet some of my most valuable clients are now e-commerce store owners. And I realized that that's because I'm not bad at e-commerce. I'm bad at owning a store. I'm not good at picking out products. I'm not good at managing inventory. Kind of that nuanced side of the back end and the logistics. That's not me. What I am good at is sort of basic marketing principles. And a lot of times, good business owners are not also good marketers. And so it creates a really great opportunity for people like you and me to come in and help them as well with some basic marketing automations. And so whether you're wanting to help a digital company or you're wanting to help a physical business, there's a massive opportunity out there to get 2 to 5 clients paying you anywhere between $1,000, $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And we've had several of our students charge up to $30,000 for their services, and it's not an anomaly. There's businesses that are looking to pay people just like you. All you need is a little bit of experience. So I want to show you completely free. If you click the link below, I want to show you completely free what we do. You'll also be able to get a 21-page, what I call Messenger Profit Field Guide. And what that field guide is going to do is it's going to outline almost start to finish everything that we do in Messenger, how Messenger works, the things you should know about getting into Facebook Messenger. And then from there, you'll also see a completely free training video where I break down our $50,000 a month strategy and show you exactly what we do for our clients and kind of break that whole thing down. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.